our page. So it's Pantry Challenge day 14, and we're cleaning out our refrigerator, and we're kind of throwing some things together, and we're really going to see what we get. It's a little bit later than I had planned to cook tonight, but the kids had taekwondo, and we were at taekwondo. We got there about 8:45, and we were there till like 3 o'clock. But the kids both passed their tests, and some of their friends who were going for black belts passed their tests as well. The kids went from orange to yellow and from green to blue. So we're 6 more months, and then we'll be at stripes, and it's just a lot. But we enjoyed it. We had a great time, and the kids got to watch their friends actually achieve their black belt. So in about probably less than a year, Jackson will be going for his black belt, and we'll be really excited about that. But anyway, just wanted to show you what we were throwing together in the kitchen tonight. And when I say throwing together, I really mean throwing together. But stay with me, and I promise you it's all going to turn out in the end. Most of my friends, or most people who watch me cook, absolutely think I'm nuts, and I'm telling you, it always works out. So I've got a couple things going on over here, and then I got something else totally different going on over here, and then I've got something totally different going on over here. So let's do this first, because I want this to simmer really well. So in the pantry, I had some creamy potato soup, and this is the Bear Creek brand, and I had a coupon for this. It was 2 for $4. I had a $1.50 off coupon. It was only 50 cents. And I had 4 of these, but I took 1 to lunch this past week. This is 8 Weight Watcher points if you're doing Weight Watchers. So I'm going to take this potato soup, and I'm going to add some chicken and some veggies, and we're going to have a veggie chicken soup. Now, the other day, and we did not film this, my daughter actually made a pork roast loin in the crock pot. She put the loin in, some veggies, some onions, and probably it was about this size of a Italian dressing, and it slow roasted for about 8 hours. And then this is what was left. There are little bits and pieces of the meat in there, and there are the pearl onions and some veggies. So to flavor our soup, we're going to put this in our pan or our pot. We're going to put that in our pot, and that's already nice and flavored from the other day. So we've got that in. Our heat is on low, but I'm going to turn it up now. Whoop, don't fall. Okay. Because we're going to want this to simmer for a little while. Now, the way you cook this soup, and then from last night, we had the veggie medley left over. So that's going in. All the veggies, everything is in. Think gumbo without the shrimp and the Cajun seasoning. Alright, so that's done. Now, to cook this, you just do it up to the water, fill water up to the line, microwave for 2 minutes. So the potato soup is going in. 8 Weight Watcher points, because I think this is about a cup of soup. The only problem that I had with the soup was it has like potato chunks in here, or potato flakes, and they did not cook all the way. So my thought process is, the more I cook it or simmer it in this pot, the more tender the potato flakes will be. And I'm going to show you this after it's all done, so you can see that I'm not nuts. But most people tend to think I am, and I'm okay with that. Okay, and this is the third one, and I'm only using all 3 because I had it in the pantry, and we don't like odd numbers, and for it to all be out. Okay, where's my kitchen helper to help with trash? Now, so this already looks good, and then bring the charger for the computer. Take that, baby. So it already to me looks good, and it really smells good because I'm smelling the Italian seasoning and the onions, and all of that is in here. Normally if I were not doing Weight Watchers, I would add butter and cheese, and I would just be throwing stuff in. I almost threw in golden hominy, but corn is a little bit higher in points than I would like, so I'm going to leave the corn out. But I am going to add some of this grilled, this is Italian herb and tomato chicken breast strips from Tyson. I had a coupon for this as well. And this is just going to be our protein base. And for me, I got to have some protein. I have about 19 points left for the day. And so this is what the chicken strips look like. They look like this, Italian and herb. And so all I'm going to do is I am simply going to throw them in whole because they're still frozen. That's what I'm going to do. I thought I was going to cut them, but oh no. 3 ounces of this is 1 point, 1 Weight Watcher point. So enough for me and the kids, probably about half the bag. And I'm turning this way down because I don't want it to cook too fast. And I do want the chicken to get done. It's already done but frozen. So, well, that's probably enough for me and the kids. And as that slowly simmers, what I will do is I'll come over and chunk the chicken, or I'll separate the chicken so that it spreads. It's not just big thick chunks. So to me, that already looks good, but maybe I'm biased because I'm cooking it. But it already looks good to me. So I'm going to clean up this little portion, and then I'm going to slide over to the other side. Now, I'm coming over here, and I'm going to do my version of a stuffed fish. We have 4 flounder left from, I don't know, my son brought flounder home. Let me actually put a top on this soup. Because I want to keep all the flavors in and actually let it steam. So that's what I'm doing with that. Okay. So my son brought some flounder home. This is just a little bit of salt, some cracked black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. So I just simply am going to share the love, share the seasoning love, and get all of my pieces of fish. They're very thin pieces of fish, so it won't take long. And we're gonna bake this. Let me tell you guys about these little Reynolds wrappers. You get, let me see, 25 foil sheets. I got this from the Dollar Tree. So you just pull out one of these sheets and it looks just like this. And you can use it because I'm gonna wrap these fish. So let me wash my hands real fast. I probably want to add in a little bit of half and half just so that this doesn't get too thick and cook too fast. I mean, it smells, what do you think it smells like? Can you tell? It doesn't smell like anything to me except goodness altogether. That's the only thing I can think of to say that just really smells like a lot of goodness happening at one time. We'll see though. We will see. Okay. So I'm going to finish out my fish by adding just a little bit of the stovetop cornbread stuffing. We had this left over from the holidays, probably Thanksgiving. And you know this is already an all-in, all the seasonings, all the flavors are already in there. Only thing we add is a little bit of butter and some water. Just enough to make it moist. Just enough to make it moist. And I'm going to do my best not to be heavy-handed with the butter simply because I am trying really hard. A half a cup of this is 3 Weight Watchers points. And the flounder is 2 points for 2 pieces. But I'm only going to have 1 piece. So I'm just going to put a little bit of butter in there. See, old habits die hard. You just want to put all of it in there. And I have already boiled my water. And I've cut this off. I'm just going to put enough in there to moisten the breadcrumb. And if I need to put more, I can. Now remember, you can always add, you cannot take away, so do a little bit at a time. And it depends on how moist you like your stuffing. Now some people absolutely 100% do not eat stovetop. My son, my oldest son will absolutely 100% not eat the baked stuffing. He will not eat it. I don't know why he won't eat it, but he will not eat it. So it does not do me any good to try to bake it for him, because, and he requests this. Now when I make it for Thanksgiving, I throw in the turkey giblets and the, you know, the meat off the neck, and we do sausage and any ground beef. We buff it up a little bit, but he will not, and refuses to this very day, to eat the old-fashioned how, you know, maybe your grandmama made it. He's just not going to do it. So I'm not going to torture him or me by trying to make it that way, because it's just not going to work for his life. Now, I am going to take, let me find my measure cup, because I want to measure. I know y'all are like, really? She got to measure everything? For me, I do. And I posted the other day about food choices. And it is very tough, because I want to eat all kinds of things. But I can't eat all kinds of things. I can only eat, I can, but I'm not going to lose any weight that way. So I'm doing a half a cup on each flounder. The flounder is raw, it's not cooked. And I'm only doing enough of this, that water, just to make this where I can put it on each flounder. And we're just going to put this last little bit on this last one. Okay. Well, let me fold these, because, okay. So I'm just going to fold, make a little package. This is a little package. This is a little package. And this is the last one. That may be a little bit more than a half a cup. But if it is, and I happen to get this one, then I'll count 1.5 servings, which will probably give me 4 or 5 points. And it, oh, my daughter really likes baked fish. So, okay, my oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I actually cleaned out a little bit of the oven today. There was just some stuff, and I have to probably do this on self-clean. But I put some foil in the bottom just to keep any spills from going there. This is 350 degrees. I'm probably going to cook that for 18 minutes. And we'll see if the fish is done. It should, because it's only, it was really thin. And now I'm just going to take a looky-loo here at my soup and see. Okay, so I am going to get a little bit of half and half, and I have fat-free half and half. Bubba, will you help Mommy again? I need a little bit more of a kitchen helper. Thank you so much. So just a little bit, just to loosen it some, and I could add in some water too, just to loosen this some. But again, I'm probably going to count 8 points for 3/4 of a cup, maybe not a whole cup. But this, it smells to me really amazing. Here, Bubba, right here. The right here, Bubba. The box, and then those to the dishwasher. My son is too busy playing. What are you playing?
I'm not playing anything. Warrior. I'm making.
He's making a sword and a shield, because he needs the sword of truth and the shield of faith. So,
well, it's actually the sword of the spirit.
Sword of the spirit, my bad. Couldn't it be the truth too? Sword of the spirit. It's the sword of the spirit, my bad. I got it, my whole Bible translation wrong. I'm sorry, baby. So I'm kind of messing with him, because I keep calling him to help me, and he is really trying to get the sword of truth, right? Sword of the spirit. I'm just messing with that. Okay, we're going to clean up a little bit, and we're going to come back in about 15 minutes and see what the fish looks like, and we'll dish up the soup, and we may have some other stuff on by then, because we've got a couple things that we're making for church potluck tomorrow, and we'll let you see what we're doing when we come. It's been about 25 minutes since I put the fish in the oven. I was coming back after 15 minutes, but I wanted to make sure that the fish was cooked, even though it was thin. When I pulled it out at 15 minutes, it still looked like it needed a little bit of cooking. So I felt sure that 10 extra minutes would be good. So we're going to plate what a plate would look like for me for the soup and the fish that I made. So remember, tonight is Pantry Challenge day 14, and it was pretty much anything that we had left over in the refrigerator, and I just put it together to make a soup, and we did the stuffed fish, and then I'm going to show you an extra bonus on the other side. So I'm going to open this. This is my foil packet that I made with my flounder, and all I did was I sprayed the foil. Oh yeah, see, this is better because when I took it out the first time there was a lot of liquid in there, and now it's not any liquid, and it's just one fillet of flounder and then prepared box stuffing on top. And if I roll it over, you can see that the fish is cooked because I sprayed this foil sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this down. We're going to leave it on the foil. Okay, once you're done with that packet, you can wrap it up and you can toss it. And then, in addition to that, so this altogether is 5 Weight Watchers points. I think, well, it'll be 4 points because I only have one piece of flounder. To that, I'm going to do a cup of the potato soup, which over here I have the potato soup, and I added in the juices from the pork loin that we marinated and we cooked in the Italian seasoning with the pearl onions and the peppers the other day, and then the leftover vegetable medley that we had last night from the meal we cooked with the meatloaf. And then to that we just added in some Italian herb chicken breast pieces. So this is going to be, because I'm having 1 cup, so it's 8 points and then 1 point for the chicken, so 9 points. So 9 points and 5 points are 14 points. I have 19 points. Well, I have 18 points because I had a popsicle. I forgot about that one. So I'm going to put in, make sure I get in 1 good cup, because on Weight Watchers you got to get it all in, sister. Okay. And I bought these cute little dishes at the Goodwill a long while back. I've never used them before. They're like what you would serve chowder in. And so I thought these would be cute for me and the kids tonight. So I am going to show you how I'm going to finish mine. So make sure that it's clean. And I am going to add in 1 wedge of the Laughing Cow cheese because that's 1 point for me. And it's going to make it creamy and yummy and delicious. It's already all of those things, but I did want to add in just some extra creaminess to the soup. And that is going to be a plate for Mom. So that's about 15 Weight Watchers points right there. Now, in addition to that, because we are cleaning out our pantry, put that over there, I had from coupons some chocolate chip cookie mix. And to the chocolate chip cookie mix, all we added in was a stick of butter and 1 egg. And we're going to drop these. These are just regular chocolate chip cookies. To this batch, I found at Food Line after Christmas for 90% off these Hershey's sea salt caramel chips. And can I just say that me and the kids had 105, 105. I probably had 105. And it tastes just like salted caramel. I mean, oh my goodness. 2 cookies is 6 points. So that's going to bump me up to 21 points. But I still have all of my weekly points, my 42 weekly points that I have not used at all. So I think that I'm going to have a couple cookies, at least 2. And then the rest we're making for tomorrow's church potluck. So the kids and I are going to do a little snack. We're going to have a few of each. just here at the house for them. And then these were the extra ones. We're just going to put them in a mason jar, throw them in the fridge. So anyway, we are cleaning out the pantry. We are cleaning out our freezer, cleaning out our pantry, cleaning out the garage freezer, and getting it done. Just want to thank you so much for stopping by our channel. Thank you for going through this challenge with us. We're 14 days in. We're still going strong. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to show you the 2 crock pot meals that I'm putting together for the church potluck. And just want to thank you for stopping by. Thumb us up and subscribe it out. And we'll see you next time we cook. Bye.